I'm a northern Canadian Indian, made of stone and red clay soil. I got Métis blood deep within me. When I was born, it began to boil. I left my home across the mountains to see what kind of life I'd find. I searched the world in all directions to try to soothe my restless mind. Found myself on a lonesome journey, the streets of gold. I try to find the Indian spirits, softly whispered and soothe the blood of a restless mind. I'm going back to the Porcupine Mountain to see what kind of life I'd find. I searched the world in all directions to try to soothe my restless mind. Porcupine Mountain to see what kind of life I'd find. I'll search the world in all directions to try to soothe my restless mind. I'm a northern Canadian Indian, made of stone and red clay soil. I got Métis blood deep within me. When I was born, it began to boil. I'm a northern Canadian Indian, made of stone and red clay soil. I got Métis blood deep within me. When I was born, it began to boil.
step, 'cause Louis Riel is my name. You give us our lands and give us our rights, or prepare to fight. Remember Manitoba, you couldn't lick me then. You go ahead, you send 1,000 men. Not red enough, not white enough. Which way should they go? The Métis! Yeah! Mackenzie was the place where they did fight. They battled 4 days and nights. Though badly outnumbered 5 to 1, the Métis fought with all their might. Out of ammunition and shooting rusty nails, heartbroken 'cause they had failed. They lost the battle, but they won some rights. They showed them they weren't afraid to fight. Not red enough, not white enough. Which way should they go? The Métis! Yeah! Riel surrendered, though he could have got away. He said, in court I'll have my say. The government will understand why I fought again. 'Twas all in vain they sentenced him to hang. Now in Regina one day they laid him away, dropped through the gallows door. But his name lives on in a simple grave. This great man is no more. Not red enough, not white enough. Which way should they go? The Métis!
the river and across the western plain, as the white men journeyed westward to the land of the Indian. A new race was created, a new nation rose up strong. Hardship as its destiny, and its curse to not belong. In the land from which they came, in the land they helped to build, they found themselves the alien, they found their vision unfulfilled. And despite their valiant effort to defend what they believed, when at last the battle ended, they were only left to breathe. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadians. From across the plain they traveled, from Red River to the Peace, looking for their own homeland that would help them to replace all the land that had been taken and the dreams that had been doused. Their brave heroes now called traitors, and courageous deeds now past. But their spirit was not broken, and their dreams had never died. Their determination strengthened even while the people cried, as they waited for the battle that would end their years of pain, and the final bloodless battle when the nation rose again. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadians. For this newest generation and the future ones to come, with the past to motivate us, it will help to keep us strong. As we build the Métis nation, as we watch it rise again, our past losses motivation to inspire our future gain. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadians. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadians.
Where the do delay, where the do delay, oh, where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, delay, oh, the do delay, oh. Where the do delay, where the do delay, oh, where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, oh, where the do delay, delay, oh, the do delay, oh. Where the do delay, where the do delay, oh, where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, delay, oh, the do delay, oh. Where the do delay, 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 delay, where the do delay, oh. Where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, delay, the do delay, the do delay, oh. Where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, and the delay, let me do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, let me do delay, let me do delay, delay, oh, let me do delay. Where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, where the do delay, 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 let me do delay, oh.